There is a truth most men don't want to hear. It's uncomfortable, it's harsh, but it's real. A man without discipline is already defeated. Not because he lacks potential, not because he isn't capable, but because without discipline, he cannot use what he has. Talent becomes wasted. Opportunities get missed. Goals remain ideas instead of reality. And over time, life passes him by. Because discipline is not just a trait, it is the foundation of everything. Without it, nothing holds. Today, we're going to break down why discipline is the difference between winning and losing, and why without it, defeat is not a possibility. It's a guarantee. Discipline is what separates men from boys. Every man has desires. He wants success, he wants respect, he wants freedom. But desire means nothing without action. And action without consistency leads nowhere. That's where discipline comes in. Boys do what they feel like. Men do what needs to be done. A boy wakes up based on mood. A man wakes up based on purpose. A boy avoids discomfort. A man embraces it. Discipline is the line that separates the two, and until a man develops it, he remains stuck, regardless of his age. Motivation will fail you. Most men rely on motivation. They wait until they feel inspired. They wait until they feel ready. They wait until the right time. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. One day you feel driven. The next day you feel tired, distracted, or unmotivated. If your progress depends on how you feel, you will never be consistent. Discipline removes that dependency. It says, I will do this whether I feel like it or not. And that mindset creates progress, even on the worst days. Without discipline, you become a slave to your emotions. No discipline means no control. You eat what you crave. You do what feels easy. You avoid what feels hard. Your emotions dictate your actions. And when emotions control your life, you lose direction. You procrastinate. You give in to distractions. You quit when things get uncomfortable. A disciplined man flips that. He does not ask, what do I feel like doing? He asks, what needs to be done? That question alone changes everything. Discipline builds self-respect. You cannot respect yourself if you constantly break promises to yourself. You say you'll wake up early, but you don't. You say you'll work on your goals, but you delay. You say you'll improve, but you stay the same. Every broken promise weakens your identity. Over time, you stop trusting yourself. Discipline rebuilds that trust. When you do what you said you would do, even when it's hard, you prove something to yourself. I am reliable. And, that creates self-respect. Discipline creates freedom. Most people think discipline is restrictive. They think it limits their freedom. But honestly, the truth is the opposite. Lack of discipline leads to chaos, poor habits, financial stress, health problems, lack of direction. That is not freedom. That is being controlled by your impulses. Discipline creates structure, structure creates stability, and stability creates freedom. Because when you are in control of your habits, you are in control of your life. Discipline compounds over time. Small actions repeated daily create massive results. Waking up early, working consistently, training your body, improving your skills. Each action may seem small, but over time they compound. Weak men underestimate this. They look for quick results. They give up when progress is slow. Disciplined men understand the long game. They focus on consistency, and eventually that consistency separates them from everyone else. Discipline eliminates excuses. Excuses are, easy. I'm tired. I'll start tomorrow. I don't feel ready. These are the phrases that keep men stuck. Discipline removes excuses. It replaces them with action. No matter how you feel, no matter the circumstances, you do the work, and when excuses disappear, progress begins. Discipline makes you reliable. People trust disciplined men. Why? Because they are consistent. They show up. They follow through. They do what they say they will do. Weak men are unpredictable. They start strong, but fade quickly. They talk more than they act. Reliability is rare, and discipline is what creates it. Discipline builds mental toughness. Every time you push yourself to do something difficult, you strengthen your mind. Every time you resist comfort, you build resilience. Every time you stay consistent, you develop toughness. Discipline is like training for your mind. It prepares you for challenges. It makes you stronger under pressure. And over time, it creates a mindset that refuses to quit. Discipline is the foundation of success. Look at any successful man in any field. What do they all have in common? Discipline. They don't rely on luck. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They work consistently. They stay focused. They push through challenges. Success is not built on talent alone. It is built on disciplined action over time. The cost of no discipline, let's be honest. What happens if you avoid discipline? You stay comfortable. You avoid challenges. You follow your impulses. And slowly, you fall behind. Your potential remains unused. Your confidence decreases. Your life becomes controlled by circumstances. This is not dramatic. It's gradual. And that's what makes it dangerous, because you don't notice the damage until it's too late. Discipline is a daily choice. It's not something you just have or don't have. It's something you choose. Every single day. You choose to wake up or, stay in bed. You choose to work or procrastinate. You choose to improve or stay the same. These choices, they might seem small, but honestly, they define your future. Start small, but start now. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just start small. Wake up on time. Complete one task. Keep one promise. Then you build from there. Consistency matters more than intensity. It's those small, disciplined actions, repeated every day, that create transformation. Become the man who does what others won't. Most men, they choose comfort. They avoid effort. They quit when things get hard. But the man who chooses discipline, he separates himself. He does what others avoid. He shows up when others don't. He stays consistent when others quit. And over time, that difference, it becomes massive. A man without discipline is already defeated. Not because he cannot win, but because he cannot stay consistent long enough to try. Discipline is the foundation. It's the bridge between goals and results. It's what turns potential into reality. Without it, nothing works. With it, everything becomes possible. So the question isn't, do you have discipline? The question is, are you willing to build it? Because every day you delay, you move further from the man you could become. And every day you choose discipline. You move closer to the life you want. The choice is yours. Comfort or discipline. Excuses or action. Weakness or strength. Because in the end, discipline decides everything.